I'm going to show you how to use this here, the compression dynamo for thermal expansion. This basically is going to compress liquids that are combustible and turn it into energy. So one of the main ones we're going to be using is creosote here. And there are a few others you can use as well. So let's just get up the compression dynamo. Here's how you make it. And if we press U on it and go to the compression dynamo tab, you can see that we can either use tree oil, creosote oil, or refined fuel. And this is the amounts that it will output. Refined fuel will give you 1.5 million. Creosote oil will give you 20,000. And tree oil will give you 100,000. Starting at the top, tree oil is going to be made using a fractioning still, and you're basically going to put resin in there, and that will actually output some rosin, but also some tree oil, which you can pump out into the compression dynamo. To make resin, you're going to just need to put wood into an arboreal extractor, and you can actually just put this next to the tree, and it's going to extract resin from the tree. Personally, if you're not sure how to use it, I'm going to show you here. I'm using creosote. This is a really easy way of doing it. If I just put oak in here, I could just put some oak logs into my pyrolyzer, and that is basically going to burn up the oak log and turn it into charcoal while also outputting some creosote. So we can wait here. I'm just going to turn off auto output so you can actually see this happening in action here. And then you can see once one of the logs has been burnt up, we have some creosote oil. We're going to put a fluid duct, if you do wish to use thermal expansion, that is, on the right-hand side of it. And I'm going to put the right-hand side to orange, meaning output. And I can click auto output enabled, which will auto output the creosote from the right-hand side into our compression dynamo. You can see the creosote there is going down and it is getting turned into redstone flux energy or forge energy. And that is literally how you use the compression dynamo. The steps are going to be the same no matter which fuel you're using. Just put on your machine orange for output, and pass it through whether you're making resin or you're using the pyrolyzer like I am for creosote, and just use a fluid duct or some other way from another mod of changing fluids around or transporting fluids around. One thing I will say, if you place it and it's like this, but you've got a machine, I don't know, here that you want to put this energy into, like an energy cell, what you can do is get a crescent hammer and just right click the dynamo, and that will actually rotate it, because the red bit that's sticking out is where you're going to be outputting your energy to. So you can put a flux duct on here if you want to output this into other machines, etc. You can put a machine right here and it will power the machine as well. All of that will work. But that is how you use the compression dynamo in thermal expansion.